First of all, let's have a look at the words in alphabetical order for quick reference afterwards, starting with the full A, which says after. As you know, it also says able, able to, and it says ability when it stands alone, also after. So by adding two N's, it becomes afternoon. AR blend next for around. So a word that begins with AR, the next consonant, in this case the N, goes inside the A to denote the R. So ARN and then D. Carriageway is straightforward. Collision using that disjoint N on the T line for shun. Consider making sure the S goes outside the angle to keep the straight stroke straight. Cordon, T's and D's don't join to an upward R. The D's go halfway down, the T will go like an umbrella over the top. Directly kick the L out of it. Expense, slope the P slightly to make a better X, and then NS, the S can go either side. Frustrating, important to get the difference between the T doubled for R and the single T, and then the disjoined I for ing, S of course outside the angle. Homeward, that chopped W for wood, as well as word, ward and wide, so in this case homeward. Investigate, S outside the angle. Involved. Liaise, just LS, the same as you would write for any simple word like less or lose. Ourselves, using SLS at the end for self or selves. Pressure, when PR comes together, write the P, lift the pen, and the rest of the outline goes through or at the side. Priority, disjoining that R to say ritty at the end of the word. We've done before with majority. Seen, tucking the S inside the CN blend. Through, GH is silent. Understand, we use the little U indicator for under. If we use the full U, it could get confused with over, and in some cases give us a totally opposite meaning. Vehicle and witnesses. In one case I've lifted the N, in the second case I've blended the N in. My preference would be the second one, but either way the S is disjoined for S, vowel S at the end of the word in words like losses, cases, etc. If you go back to the theory, that will remind you of that. Now the word groupings. As we progress, and this is the 14th of the exam practice passages, you'll find that there's a repetition of some of the word groupings. So the first one is a typical example, a lot of. But if we add the H for the, it becomes a lot of the. As soon as. At the end is one we've had before. But of course, whatever follows could be joined on. So here it's at the end of a busy. You don't need the of a, at the end busy. And it will make perfect sense in the sentence. Members pub for members of the public. Next time, the T of next also can become the T of time. Now in theory, we don't need a T in time, we can just put the M disjoined, but we may as well join it on. Keeping the pen on saves us a fraction of a second. On the other side and on the other hand, using the O for on, the O for other, and then joining the SD for side, or the H slope the way the A goes for hand. Some people, when people, intersecting a PL blend for people. Assure you is ASRU, and here we have to assure you. So we're writing to assure you. To do so. Very long time for very long time. We've kicked the L out of it. Following those word groupings, we've got a reminder of some of the special outlines. Accident, emergency, evident or evidence comes under the line. Inconvenience, member, minimum. My own special outline for motorway, which is supposed to depict 3 lanes of a motorway, and NSI for necessary, putting that S outside the angle.